This is HQ in the house. HQ yet again in the house regarding the KevinSamuels beginnings. This was the beginnings of KevinSamuels, right? These are the two videos that are crucial that I found, right? The first video was of him. This is what made him famous, right? This is the video that made him famous. The average at best. I finally found her segment. Uno momento. Hola, mi amigo. This is the video that made him famous. This is my first time seeing it. I've only seen the snippet where he said you're average at best, but I had not seen the total video, the context in which he said it. Yes, Charlie Kirk, yes. That is a tragic young man who lost his life. You know, and his all my prayers and condolences goes out to his wife and his children. No person should lose their life. We don't know the reason why. We can only surmise. So let's pray for the family. Let's hope they have Godspeed with them. Oof, that's a tragic thing. It's a tragic thing when a young person loses their life. Tragic. And, you know, I might touch on a little bit of it tonight at 10 o'clock when we come back for the second half of the program at 10 o'clock like we did on Tuesday. Hopefully you all are there, and please like and subscribe on both channels. This is HQ React, and the channel over there is Wives and Murder. Wives and Murder. That's the name of that. Or Wounds. We could do Wounds. I think it's Wounds. Wives and Wounds. The new channel over there. But for now, yeah, I'm assuming some people are saying that. Push hate, you get hate. So we're all about good messaging. We're all about messaging for women, the men. This is what we want to listen to. This is what we want to hear. So we will listen to KevinSamuels, maybe take heed to some of the lesson. Okay. Take heed to some of the lessons that he imparted on these words of wisdom. I'm assuming words of wisdom, and how he got started with talking to women and the average at best video. So please join with me here, wishing Charlie Kirk's wife and his children, hopefully they will be able to live and move through this as a family, because it's a tragedy losing such a young man. I think he was 31. That was incredible. He's just a kid. My children are older than that. Ugh. And we will continue on. We have work to do. There really is work to do in this world, right? So without further ado, here is the average at best video, and then we will do the main event, which is KENDRA. Gee, did she learn anything? But the average at best is just a short video, okay?
Hear me now?
Those were hers.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a PhD?
No.
I'm a PhD.
How many dollars you got?
One.
Really?
I'm sorry?
What kind of dog is it?
He's a cane corso.
He's a what?
A cane corso.
What is that in English?
It's a larger dog, and their breed is meant for guarding and protecting, and they're very protective of their home and their family.
Okay.
I appreciate everyone who is here. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Please, we want to do some crashing of the internet this evening. We want to do something with the KevinSamuels. Let's do it. Let's hope the video is as good as I have heard it is. Please and thank you for being here. If you want to donate, Cash App, Super Chat. Super Chat would be amazing. Cash App is great. We take all those things. I appreciate everyone who is here and who is watching it for the first time, like me, right now.
So what's your disagreement?
Honestly, I don't have a disagreement. I just came here because I honestly want some advice from you.
It says disagreement day.
Oh, I know, but this is my first time catching you on live. Normally I'm asleep. And
You have a job?
I do. I own a business.
Okay, so I do too.
And I do have a question. If you don't
But I
mind.
have a business. And if you wanted my advice, you could always book a session if you can't catch us at the show live.
I'm definitely, I was trying to go online earlier.
But all you have to do, man, but see, what kind of business do you own?
I own a pet grooming, doggy daycare, and indoor
Okay,
dog
so
park.
what you're basically trying to do is I have a disagreement day, and you basically came in and said, damn your topic. Right. I want to ask you what I want to ask you. And
okay.
But you are more than welcome to go on my website and purchase your time to talk with me one-on-one. Because what you're trying to do is rather rude, but I will go ahead and do it because I'm going to use this as a teaching lesson. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm 35.
Wow.
35 years old. 35 years old and you're a business owner.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And what's your question?
So my issue is, I want to know at what point when I'm just meeting a guy, do I tell him that I'm a business owner? Because my problem is that when I try to date down and the conversation comes up to where I own a business, the guy is either like, hey, can I come join in on you on that business? Or can I put some money and be a business partner? And I'm not looking for that. And I honestly...
She said date down. So automatically she's thinking any man that approaches her is going to be coming up when he gets with her, which is a bad way to say it because you should never have said that, right? As though you... Let's continue. That was wrong anyway.
Hold on. I need to be clear on this subject. Where are you at?
North Carolina.
And you're saying when to tell somebody you own a business?
Because I find when I date down, guys see an interest and want to be like a business partner. Wow. And I'm learning that maybe I need a high value man because that's what.
Well, first off,
wow,
ma'am, I really don't understand. What kind of man are you talking about? Because owning a business is no different than having a job, in my opinion. And I'm not getting what you're saying. When should you? I'm not understanding why this is an issue. If you're, what kind of men are you? What kind of men are you dating?
See, that was the right approach right there. Right there, he had the right approach because he could sense what I sense, that because she felt like she was X, Y, and Z, that she needed to date down, and most men were dating down if they got to her. So I think he sensed that too. So he wanted to dig into it. I got it. I'm right along with him right there.
I try to give guys that not a chance.
You try to do what?
Wow.
I try to give guys that's not on my level a chance.
Wow.
Why? What do you mean on your level? What does that mean?
That's making 6 figures or more.
But I don't okay. You try to give guys who are not on your level a chance.
Yeah.
Why?
And
she didn't need to say any of that. If she would have came on there and was humble like she should have been, I mean, I could look at her right now and know that, with out the hair and all of that she'd probably be a 4, maybe. If she would have just came on there and been just regular, saying, I'm having a hard time finding an X, Y, and Z, but she's dating down, they're not on her level. Now you need to get roasted. Let's see.
Because I honestly want a 6-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and net it out for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
The guys you want aren't asking you out.
Well, I haven't been putting myself out there, honestly.
But you put yourself out there enough for the guys you don't want or beneath you to ask you out.
Those are like guys I met online.
Right. So again, the men you want are not asking you out.
Wow.
See, you ladies do this. You go and deal with men who you feel are beneath you, and then you ask how to fix them. I'm not beneath you. I don't know how to fix a guy that's down there. That's not my concern. The better question is, why can't you get a guy on your level? That's the real question. Well, the first thing, well, first of all, I would tell you what I said in here automatically is a problem. Why you would come onto a show that you know is a disagreement day? It's selfish. It's like, well, yes, ma'am. It's like I want what I want. I don't say things for no reason. That's why I asked you questions. You're 35 years old, a business owner.
Right.
That means you understand what business is, and you know this is a business. And I have a show title. And you said, "Damn your show title! I want to talk to you."
See, he really didn't want to get into it. He really didn't. He really wanted to just do his get to smoke. But seeing as how she didn't follow instructions, it was time for her to get to smoke. You should have stayed out of his face because he was willing to do the smoke for himself, but you brought yourself on. So it was time to do smoke for you. I understand it completely. I wouldn't have never been this rude, but let him be rude.
But you could have went to my business and booked time to talk to me, but you wanted what you wanted, how you wanted.
I'm sorry.
No, and I'm using this as a lesson. That's the problem with too many of you black women. You don't do shit the right way with black men. That was improper. And when I told you the right way, you still were like, well, whatever. So I'm gonna use this. When was the last time you had a relationship?
Like the end of last year around December.
How long did it last?
Wait a minute, she did apologize now. She did apologize. He should have let it go. I mean, but he, for all intents and purposes, this helped launch where he wanted to go. But she did apologize. She did do that.
A year.
A year? And was that man, did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Yes.
No, sir.
No.
Okay. And how long have you owned your own business?
9 years.
9 years.
And how long have you been making 6 figures or more?
The last 3.
Okay. Why do you need a man making 6 figures?
Right.
Because I'm finding out that the guys that I date, it's not working out.
What does that have to do with money?
Right.
Because I feel like I need a guy that I can respect and admire, and
oh shit! I can see where it went. I can see why it went where it went. Let's continue.
I'm ambition, and I want a guy that has that drive too. And when he doesn't, I find myself, encourage him like, "Hey, babe, you can do this and you can do that." And then,
all right. So in North Carolina, what percentage of the population, what percentage of men in this country make 6 figures or more?
I think it's like 5%. I'm not
closer to 10. So, okay. 10%. All right. So the question is, what do those men who make that kind of money, who all women tend to want, what do they want?
I feel like they want arm candy, somebody who can have more to bring to the table than just looks. But
oh no, don't say it, don't do it, girl. She knows that she's not the best looking. She knows she's not the best looking. So she's on here for that validation, and he gonna give it to her raw. That's what, oh girl, no.
also bring balance to their life. I feel like I can help them out on.
Okay, slow down. I'm not understanding. You said they want arm candy, then you contradicted yourself. But they want somebody that more than just looks.
Yeah, arm candy, but something behind, brain with it, and more in depth.
Do you know any men who make six figures or more?
My dad and my uncle.
Do you know any men that you are related to that make six figures or more?
Y'all hit the like button, please and thank you. Please and thank you. I want y'all to come on this journey with me, with the KevinSamuels journey. Please and thank you. But I need y'all to hit the like button so we can listen to more content like this, and we can understand some of the motivations and some of the reasons why he said the things that he said. Please and thank you. Hit the like button. Please, please, please. Super Chats, Cash Apps, great and welcome. Thank you very much.
Unrelated to? Yeah,
men that you are not related to.
Not on a personal level.
So you don't know them. You don't know what they want.
We're going to watch the KENDRA video after this one right here. Y'all keep watching with me.
But you want him. Man, I'm going to suggest that you really don't know what you want. And saying six figures is just something that you've got taken from out there. But I'm not hearing this rooted to anything.
Right.
What do you want ultimately? Do you want to be married, children, what?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have a son now, so.
Okay. How old is your son?
He's 13.
Where's the father?
Okay.
He's not enough in his life.
I didn't ask that. I said, where's the father?
Well, he's not like in it like I would like him to be.
All right. So
right.
Let me go ahead and take this down, ma'am. Men who make the kind of money you're talking about have options.
Right.
And typically I don't want to deal with women who have 13-year-old sons who are used to dating men who this doesn't sound appealing. To the kind of man you're talking about.
Right. Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And you notice he said that from the beginning. This is not appealing to men when they come on run up on a person who has a child. He was consistent about that. I got to give him kudos for that. He was very consistent with what he's saying, right? But he went raw on her. Let's see. Let's finish.
Yeah, but I was thinking once I start booking session with you that
I can't change men.
I know, but I can approve myself, and I feel like I have a lot to offer to those type of men.
Oh, okay, but see, you should have stopped right there. I just told you I cannot change men.
He said, "Oh, y'all see what he's saying? He's saying I cannot change what they're attracted to. I cannot change that they're not attracted to you nor your kid." He said, oh, he taking shots. Ooh, Kevin, don't do that.
And you said, once I book a session with you, I'm not a miracle worker. I'm telling you what they want. And you're still saying, yeah, but I want them. They don't want you.
But I have been working on myself this year and booking your...
Okay, ma'am, but okay. 35, 13-year-old son with a sketchy father. Why would a man who's in the top 10% of earners who women across the country want that?
Right.
Because I have a lot to offer. I feel like...
Would you want your son to... If you had a son making...
Yeah, he's trying to be so gentle. He is being so kind. He is being so very, very kind. And I mean, he roll out on her, but he being kind. He trying not to say what he should have said. Yeah, there it is.
In that kind of money, would you want him to bring home a woman who had a 13-year-old son from a sketchy father? Or would you prefer him to get a woman who had no children, was younger, and easier to get on his program?
Depending on his age.
See what I mean? See what I mean? This goes so deep for Black women.
Ooh.
They will even. Should have been an easy question. No, I would not want my son to bring. I want the best for my son.
Right.
That should have been the appropriate answer.
Right.
That's why I sat up. That is bullshit.
Ouch.
You should want the best for your son.
Right.
Of course.
Right.
But this is. But and are you thinking?
If he brought,
he said, back up, cause he finna fucking snap. He trying to hold it together. When does he snap? He trying to hold it together, but she keep pushing. And this is her problem. She's the one who did it because you keep pushing. Now I got to tell you about yourself. Oh, okay. This is how that happened. Okay.
Yes, I feel like I'm the exception to the rule, but
no, you're not. That's the problem. You all think you're the exception to the rule, but your life is proven to you that you're not.
My love life is not that good. I agree with you.
That's my point, and ma'am, and that's my point.
I do too, Kip Hall, and I especially hate ones who run their mouth and say so. Do you want to enjoy the video or do you want to get the hell on? Make up your mind, because I can make you get the hell on. Kip Hall.
Point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level.
Ouch.
That are not your father.
Why would you ask for somebody that you don't know what they want? First of all, I can say I want $1 million yacht, but if I don't know how to run it, I don't know nothing about it, why the hell would I get it? Or it'd be me worthy of that particular yacht? You ain't worthy of it because you ain't never even went into their face and said, hey, sir, what kind of woman do you like? Or, hey, sir, let me observe you and see what you like. She don't even know that's what he's trying to tell you. You don't even know what the hell they want. Wow. This is special. Yeah.
That aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
That's why.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so what?
He trying so hard. He is trying so hard to stay out of her face and not tell her where to go and get off. She just won't listen.
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls.
Whoa.
Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds.
See, he tried to save her in front of that audience because he knew his audience, right? He knew he had an audience. He knew people was listening. He knew what was going on, right? So he was trying to save her. He didn't want to go off because she already was asking the wrong question. She already was in his face and she wasn't supposed to be there. She was supposed to be bringing smoke. And he trying to save her, but she don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Those are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat him off with a stick. That's another one on you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can see you.
So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average looking women.
Wait a minute, y'all. Was she a 5? What was her ranking? What was this ranking right here? What ranking would y'all have given her? Because she said 7. Wait a minute. I got to hear.
Tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
did you I mean, stop right there. Stop right there.
Right there.
Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip.
This crazy.
If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
He said, stop right there. Stop right there and breathe. Take it in. I'm ugly. Ugh. This is what she need to breathe in. Stop right there. But why she didn't? Because I can tell it from the video. She still got 5. She got 5 more minutes to convince him. Let's see. He ain't said the magic words yet.
I mean, my body is not average. So,
but ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Y'all see, he almost said face, y'all. He almost said your face, but your face. He almost said it. Hold on. Listen to what he's saying. He almost said
right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women.
Right.
Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up.
Watch her say, but my body ain't average. Listen to what he say right after she say that. He almost said, but your face ain't. Listen.
But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average. So,
but ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what?
Ooh. He almost said, but your face ain't average. Your face is below average. And he said, please don't make me say it. Please don't make me say it. Wow.
I really just wanted some advice. I love your
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but
okay, but you're not accepting the fact that
He said average looking at best, meaning you barely just made the average. And the average cut is what, y'all? A 4. That's the average cut. Above average 4 is average. Above, and then you start at the average at 4. So he said, you're average at best, meaning you right here on the line of ugly and average. Just right there. Ooh. Brutal.
Average looking women. Average looking woman who's older.
Ooh.
Average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son. Average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy.
Sketchy baby.
This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one.
Shots fired. Ugh.
And you're making, I don't want to have to go there. But when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like
what?
In order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, But women like you die alone. Straight up.
Ouch.
Because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for.
Right.
And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina.
Right.
But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
Right. Wow. Wow.
And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you.
Right. Right. See, she better not say, but she better not say, but I think I am. I think I am. She better not say that. Let's see.
What we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all. And you got a Prince Charming who's 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. Wow. And I'm sorry, man. No.
Right.
Most people get average people, especially average people.
Average people, yes.
And you're an average person.
Yes.
I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business.
Wow.
You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years.
Right.
Okay. But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry?
Ooh.
No, you don't.
Ooh. Ooh, Kevin, damn. Damn. Wow. Okay.
You don't look the same because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
Right.
So what is your advice for women that...
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. People think most of us in the Black community need therapy, but you're not dealing with reality. I asked you about your child's father, and you couldn't answer me.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't sound like you're too proud of him.
Watching it together, Jessica. We watching it together. Oh man, this is brutal.
What kind of student is your child?
He's an A student.
Does he have any behavioral problems?
No, he actually got a YouTube channel.
I would have got up out of there as soon as he told me they don't want nobody with no babies or they don't want no X, Y, and Z. I'd have got up out of there. Now she embarrassed. What else she gonna say? She's embarrassed.
I know, and he's trying.
I don't need no. But where is it? But his daddy is still. If his daddy is alive, does he have a relationship with his father?
Yeah, he does.
Then what's your issue with him?
He's not business minded like my father and my uncle. And
then why did you choose to make a baby with him before you got married?
Young and dumb. I was 16.
Exactly, and that cost. See, yeah. That young and dumb shit. Let me stop you right here. That young and dumb shit you Black women throw out as if it's supposed to get. Listen and listen well, women. Young and dumb is not a get out of jail free card. It doesn't go woof and change the fact. You still have to carry that consequence.
Right.
And men are not rushing up to be stepfathers to 13-year-olds.
Right. Right.
What would be better is if you honestly sat down and asked yourself, what value can I bring to a man?
And I know that what I can.
Well, all right. What value? What is it?
Wow.
What is it? I can help him with his business. I'm very business minded on the end of helping organize. And I plant into planting my own garden, so I can definitely plant into improving my etiquette with just self-improvement and working on myself and
Ma'am, at 35
It's called etiquette school. It's called charm school, actually. Charm school. You can go to school and you can learn to be eat with forks, fold napkins, make plates, fold the bed, make the bed, walk with books on your head, walk upright in stature. It's called charm school, young lady.
years old, at 35 years old, here's what you told me. I can help him with his business. Due respect, ma'am. And I mean no disrespect, but 20 to 30% of people own businesses. What about the 70 to 80% of men who don't own them?
Right.
That means that doesn't matter. That means nothing to the average man.
Right.
Then the next thing you said, I can plant. Ma'am, that means nothing to most people because we go to grocery stores.
Right.
Then you say self-improvement. I gave you a shot at saying what you have to offer to men, and you said nothing that we value.
What do you value? What do you?
Man, book a session. I'm not doing this. Nope. I'm done. I've tried to go around, but this has happened. The older you ladies get, the more you get set in your ways. Book a session because I don't want to do this in public, man. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you don't. But you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. Tired of it.
Whoa, no. She got roasted on regular national TV. What's going on? Kevin. He didn't give her no room. But I get it. You kept asking for something that was impossible. You're not on that level. I guess it may be different levels. Get on phone. She was on the phone because she was embarrassed. What was she gonna say? She couldn't say nothing, but damn. He calling me ugly. I heard him say that she was ugly. He said you're average at best. Average is best. Average is 4. That's the beginning of average. 4. You just made it to the beginning of 4, which means you're ugly. Wow. Okay. I like that. Now we're going to move on to Kendra G. Let's see if Kendra G learned any lessons. Did she take anything to heart? What did he tell her? I'm watching this for the first time, y'all. So I don't know. Yeah, she said I'm ugly and proud, just ignorant for no reason. So let's listen to what he told Kendra.
Because I don't want to fulfill what
I couldn't find the whole thing. I can only find this portion of it, y'all.
they desire. And one of the things you mentioned it the other night is you got to share that man. A lot of times that man, if he makes 400,000 or more, he may have another woman. And I know I cannot deal with that. So I think a lot of women sometimes say they want these men, but they've never dated it because if they had, they wouldn't be just focusing on the money. There's a lot of women that have men with money, but they're not always happy either.
Well, okay. So the follow-up question to that would be,
make sure you all are hitting the like button. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to engage in the content, please. We are watching the KevinSamuels where he became famous. We're watching the KevinSamuels for the first time. I am listening to where he got his start, where his philosophy started from. So he's talking to Kendra G right now, and we're trying to figure out what lessons did he give Kendra G? Did she get lessons? Did she pull some of her information from him? I don't know. So we're going to see, did she pull some of the things she's telling women? Is that related to what he told her? And this is the beginning of that session with Kendra G. So let's listen. Please hit the like button and thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all of that, all interaction. Please and thank you.
if that's the kind of man you would like to have, you just don't like that aspect of it.
Well, I would say this. I'm 41, right? So when I listen to the women, when I was in the 30s, when I heard the girls from up here, they remind me of myself because I was like, he got to have a lot of money. He got to take care of all the bills. That's what I was on, and I run in those circles. But what I've learned is a lot of those men just couldn't be faithful. So then I learned, well, that's my deal breaker. Faithfulness is my deal breaker. So I've been blessed.
So the question I have then is, because I hear what you're saying, but then I'm also like, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Because you 41 years old, married, any kids?
Nope, I froze my eggs though, so I got a safety net just in case.
So you're accustomed to a certain standard of life.
This is true.
And if a man is making the median of what a black man is making, $42,500, he can't afford your standard of life.
So is that my problem?
See, it's the reality of the world. See, what happens far too often, especially in our communities, black women wait too long to get married. You wait till you're too old. You wait till you have too much experience, and your experience and your income has gone up, and that is inversely proportional to your sexual marketplace value.
So can I speak to that?
So let me finish making the example, because I hear women come on and say, you know what, that high value thing, I really don't want that because I don't want to have to share him. All right, but then are you going to be able to look at a man making $45,000 a year and respect him to the same level that a high value man would be respected?
I would respect a man who's hardworking, and as long as he doesn't try to minimize me in any way. Now that's the biggest thing. If he's okay with me being my full self.
You didn't answer whether or not you respect him to the same level you respect the high value man.
Well, let me tell you this. I'm gonna say yes only because I'm gonna tell you this. I've dated high value men. I've dated the men with the Rolls Royces and all the cars and all the glitz and glamour, and they always thought because they had the cars and the glitz and glamour that you got to bow down to them. And
I get it, but I'm talking about the man who's working at the post office.
I would say, now I'm gonna tell you my requirements. I want you to be attractive. So if you're a guy that's working at the post office and you're attractive and you
hold on, let me time out. Why do you want to be attractive?
I can't have nothing.
No, let me explain. See, this is what's so wrong for so many of our women. You're supposed to be the attractive one, not us. Okay. Black women today have atavistic mating standards, very primitive.
Yeah, but you got to be attracted. You can't just come because you got a job and you want X, Y, and Z. You got to be attractive on some level too. Let's be serious, okay?
Meaning, I want you to look good. So he can make $40,000 a year as long as he look good.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he can make $40,000 a year. I'm not.
That's what most black men make, $42,500.
Okay, so Kevin, so are you saying in your perspective that it's over for me? Then I don't have.
No, it's not. No, what I'm saying is your price is too high.
How is my price too high?
Okay. Well, first of all, you asked me, and I'm going. You're 41 and unmarried.
Right. By choice.
Yeah, that's no.
Well, no, I can say that. I was once engaged when I was in college. Okay.
No.
I just got.
See, this is what I mean. The engagement queens. You can't make this up.
No, I'm not. Wait.
Don't overtalk me. No. I said if we could start giving black women credit for engagements,
right?
You act like that shit matters. I'm not married, but I'm not by choice. Unless you're turning away proposals of men of value and esteem, it doesn't matter. Y'all talk about y'all are unmarried when ain't nobody that you want to marry trying to marry you.
Kevin, can I speak to that?
No, because I haven't got to my point. You asked me why is it over for me? That's what you asked.
But right. I want just to say one thing. Okay?
Let me get to my point, dude.
Okay.
I didn't even. This is why it's over for a lot of sisters too. Look, you can be right all you want to. Men control access to marriage. And one of the major reasons that older women are getting passed over for younger women is you're too masculine. You're too bossy. You're too opinionated. That works well in the corporate world when you're making other people successful and rich and fine, but it does not work well when you're trying to connect with a man. Why is it over for many women your age? One, because your income has risen. And females have evolved. Evolutionary biology says women want men to have at least what they have. The older you get, the more money you make, the more education you have, the more resources you get, thereby inflating your estimation of yourself. But that estimation is not your sexual marketplace value.
I understand that completely. I completely understand that. I get it. But y'all listen to Kendra. You listen to Kendra trying to get that pushback. She ain't giving that kind of pushback these days. Now she's talking exactly how he's talking. 5 years in, she's talking how he's talking. A little bit off the beaten path, but she's still talking the way he's talking now. She gets it now. Yeah,
it is going down.
He cooking her ass.
Can I respond? I want to be respectful because it's your
Go
platform.
ahead. But do you understand that example I just gave?
So he didn't understand who she was. When she came on, he didn't understand. He didn't know who she was. Well, maybe she wasn't nobody at that time. I don't know. Was she famous then, or she wasn't? I don't know.
The inverse proportional relationship.
I understand, but can I speak now? Because I'm being respectful. This is your platform, so I definitely want to honor your rules. I just got out of a relationship in January, and I could be married right now if that was my goal. But I would rather be happy than just married to say I have a husband. Okay. And I don't think that should be looked down upon. I don't think that's my honest truth. You could, feel away, but that's an honest truth. I was in a relationship that he wanted.
How long were you in it?
We were together since last year, 8 months.
Okay.
And he was ready to be married very soon, very early on. And I don't want to be married just to be married. I'm not going to live with fear and say, oh, okay.
So do you want to be married?
Huh?
You want to be married?
Excuse me?
Do you want to be married?
I want to be happily married. If I get married, it's going to be because...
Do you want to be married?
Oh, did he want to be married? Yes.
Do you want to be married?
I would be married if it makes sense. I'm not going to be married just to be married. And I don't feel like that.
Okay. All right. So again, I've asked you, do you want to be happily married? And are you going to be married? I want to be happily married. Ma'am, I'm going to be honest. I don't care about your happiness. I don't care about your love. Marriage is a practical choice. And you can make all these things you want, ma'am. And yes, you're 41, but you're going to be 50, just like that.
Right. I know, I will be.
Right.
So the question becomes, if you want to be married, I mean, let's be real. You're freezing your eggs for a reason. Why?
I did. Because I didn't want the pressure.
Go ahead, Myra. Go ahead.
To just go out and get pregnant because of my age and my clock. Men have that.
Who's going to carry the baby?
I mean, if I can't carry the baby, then I'll get a surrogate. I mean, it happens.
So again,
there you go.
But in order for all that to happen, you have to have a man that you deem worthy propose to you.
Okay, and that's and
hold on.
Okay.
That man, if he can meet your high standard, he can meet a lot of other women's standard as well. And here's the problem: there are hundreds of you, thousands of you. Why should he pick you over the one that can carry her own babies at 24 or 25 or 26, who are willing to get on his program, who don't have as many expectations as a woman your age?
Wow.
Well, listen, this is what I will say. If he feels the way that you're feeling, then he's not the man for me, and I have no problem with that.
That's almost that passive aggressive sign language.
Can I ask you a question? Do you want me to feel okay?
That passive aggressive sign language, that whole if he's not the man for you, that's I don't play that Tyler Perry Christian crap. That's not it. I don't do that over here. You can do that over there, but I don't do that over here.
Okay, Kevin, I'm being respectful. I really am. I'm trying
to. You don't have
to
be respectful. Here's the thing: you being respectful is what you're supposed to do. You're not doing me a favor.
Okay, I wanted to have a conversation. I'm hoping we can have a conversation. So I guess am I at the ability to ask you a question? Is that fine?
It's about the topic, sure.
Okay, so what do you want me to accept? Because from your
here she go with the bullshit. What do you want me to accept? Yeah, Kendra. Kendra over there being needy. She being needy, just like every other female that called up the show needing that validation. She's calling it. That's
I
less.
want you to accept your sexual marketplace value.
Okay, so
Right.
what does that equal to? So what are you saying that
Oh, here she go. Did he read her? Did he give her a reading? Okay, let's listen.
I need to accept?
Okay, what a sexual marketplace value of a 41-year-old woman is lower than a 31-year-old woman.
Okay.
Is lower than a 21-year-old woman. Because if a man wants to have multiple children, he cannot have them with you carrying them.
Okay. Right. That's true. And I don't want to have multiple children. So
but I said if a man
okay.
wants to have multiple children, I don't care. See, you keep going back to what you want. You control access to your body.
Wow.
And for a time frame, women control access to whether or not kids are born. But see, what older women, especially accomplished women, have a hard time accepting is your value has a shelf life. After 35, you're at geriatric pregnancy. If you met a man that you found that you thought was the bee's knees and he wanted 3 children, you can't carry them.
Okay, but Kevin, I would say this, right? Can I just say that?
Is that true?
I agree with you. I'm not.
So he would have either he would have to forego having the children in his legacy, or he'd have to go find someone who could.
Or it could be a man that might already have children and doesn't want children.
Not my example. That's not my example. That's a different example.
See, can I just say this? I respect your insight. I really do. That's why I came on your platform. Okay. But I'm not gonna allow what you think is gonna be for my life to be my life.
If you allow
Kendra still, even then she was still this arrogant little thing. Okay.
Well, I don't know you, lady.
Right, is that? Well, my name is Kendra. You said my name earlier.
Lady, Kendra, ma'am. I don't know you.
Okay.
So the thing is, I'm not going to allow you to start getting upset because
I'm not, Kevin. I'm not upset. I'm not upset.
You came to my platform and asked me my opinion. Okay, so to tell me what you're not going to allow me to do, it's unnecessary.
Feisty, y'all.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just ultimately.
But what would you call it? What would you call it? I'm not going to allow what you say to do what?
Because I mean, listen, I hear you, but I don't. There's plenty of women that I know that have had babies in their 40s, that have gotten married in their 40s.
I would have got up out of there so quick. I would have got up there. I'd have had to say something smart, get my nuggets off and leave. She's staying there. She's still talking, trying to say what she want.
40s. It can happen. So
I'm talking black women?
Yes, I'm talking black women.
1 in 4 black women were married. 1 in 4 black women were married in their lifetime. So you telling me about the aged black women who marry after 40 and have babies? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Unfortunately, and here's the thing: if you're waiting till your 40s to marry and have babies, you did something wrong in your 20s and 30s.
Whoa.
I mean, well, I would say this. I focus on my career, which I know you feel could be something wrong. I have no regrets. And
I don't feel like there's anything wrong. I don't feel like there's anything wrong. Let me go ahead and share. Let me tell you, turn you people in the comment section up. I don't care what y'all think. I mean, honestly, I don't judge by what women want. If you want to focus on your career, do that. But see, one thing that women have not been told in this country is there's a cost to all of it. You can't have it all. Men can't have it all. There are trade-offs and choices. If you chose to focus on your career, I am all for that. Do it. But it comes at a cost of your prime childbearing years. I don't make human beings the way they are. So this is the choice women have to make.
I wholeheartedly agree. And I was engaged into my college sweetheart. I went to Hampton and I chose to focus on my career instead of becoming a wife. I have no regrets. Okay. And just as I hear what you're saying with statistics, one of my best friends just got married last year. She's pregnant, due any day now, and she's 41, and she's a black woman. So all I'm saying is, yes, you're right. Maybe the statistics aren't there, but in my reality, in my worlds, I know women that
anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact.
Huh?
Anecdotal evidence doesn't change the fact. You know people like you. That does not change the reality.
Well, okay. I'm not taking away from that.
What I'm saying is, ma'am,
I'm just saying that.
Listen to what we're doing in the black community. Take it away from you. Take it away from your friends. We're actually having a conversation about women having babies in their 40s. That's how warped we've become in the Black community, because we cannot get it together in our prime mating and marrying years. Because so many of our women value these so-called careers. Now, I don't doubt that you have a career, but I got to let you know how many women I've talked to over the countless years who call their job a career. Most people have a job. Most people have jobs. Most people don't have careers. And it seems to be, why can Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and Anu all go out and have jobs and careers, just like Black women have jobs and careers, and still be able to spin that plate and find a husband?
Ouch. Oh.
Why can every other race of women seem to be able to do that? But Black—
You see, she ain't got no smile on her face now, right? Kendra ain't got no smile on her face right now, do she? Burnt to a crisp.
Black women are doing that at a 1 out of 4 ratio, and the next closest women are white women who are married twice as much as you are. And that's married to anybody. You're not marrying anybody.
Can I respond to that? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but I also think that if women are realistic and they are open to dating and maybe not always focusing on the money and maybe to give up some things on their list, it is possible. I know you said yourself, your mother got married at 50. There's people that do still find love in their 40s. And I just think that I don't want women to feel hopeless.
And her 3 sisters died alone.
Huh?
And her 3 sisters on the way to dying alone.
Well, speaking of dying alone, I had a mother who wasn't married when she died, and she didn't die alone. She died.
Do you think Black women have been given the accurate message for life?
Wow.
I will say no. I will say no. I'll give you that. But I will say this too. There's a lot of things I do agree with you on, Kevin, and that's why I came on your platform. But I will say the die alone things. I don't want to give women. I don't think women should be fear.
Oh, I do. I think fear. I think we need some healthy fear. Because here's the thing: when we do this whole coddling, don't act like it is what it is. No, we need to tell you smoking causes cancer. We don't need to tell you smoking causes bait. Smoking makes you happy. Because I'm looking at our community. Black men are at the bottom. Black women are at the bottom. Black boys are at the bottom. You're the only group of women who stand out proudly saying, I don't need a man to make it through life. No other group or race of women is so bold to stand outside and say, put all the pressure of the world on me because I don't need him.
Well, I don't believe that. I believe men are very important. I love the Black man. My father.
It's our culture.
Okay, I agree with that. Let me ask you this, Kevin. Do you think a woman, because I hear you talk about settle, and I always wondered your answer to this. Should a woman be with a guy who might be cheating on her, not treating her the best? Do you think it's better to have a man than to not have a man at all?
Yeah, see, that's a disingenuous question. So when you come in setting the table as if is the choice between a negative and a man, do you think a woman should have a man who actually she can build with and partner with such and so? But why come in assuming bad faith to begin with? No. Yes, you did. You came in and gave me a negative versus him having a man, and that means if he's going to do this, should she choose that? Why don't you give me the other side? Give me the good faith argument.
Okay, well, no, there is a good faith argument, but I just heard you say several times. I think sometimes women.
No, what I'm saying is, why didn't you come through the door giving the good faith argument? Why do I have to ask you for it?
Well, I think naturally, if a man is treating you right, if you find a Russell Wilson, what would be the reason for you to leave?
You mean an NFL MVP quarterback? That's the only thing?
Okay, we'll take the money. Or just a man, period, that celebrates you.
What I'm asking you is, I don't celebrate you. You're supposed to celebrate him.
But what I'm asking you, Kevin, is this, and I'm not trying to be combative. I'm just simply asking you a question, and I'm really trying not to be combative here. Is there some women?
You should have to try.
There's some women who date men who might not be treating them the best. And I always just wonder, because I know you preach a lot about settling and being with men. And
I talk a lot about settling because that's what a lot of women talk about all the time when they really ain't settling. See, what I'm saying is I asked you the question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One of the 2 things wrong in our community is, one, so many of our women come into interaction with Black men in bad faith. Right. You assume the worst, the negative. Right. Ma'am, go rewind this part. You gave me an example. Right. Do you think a woman should settle for a man that's cheating on her, abusing her, such and so forth, in order to just have a man. That is a disingenuous French toast ass position when you could have easily come in and gave me the positive, good faith. Do you think it would be better for a woman to be with a man who she can actually live with and cooperate with and build a life with, or have nothing? You could have made that choice to come in the door, good faith or bad faith. You chose to come, no. You chose to come in bad faith because that is the default position in our community.
Well, no, Kevin, let me apologize if it came across that way, because
No apologies necessary. That just
Kevin,
Yeah, she could have came with the right order, but see, she thought, oh, okay, well, I want to get him in a gotcha moment. You right, PJ. She brought her ass up there thinking she was gonna do some checkmate, and she got stomped out.
shows you where we are.
She got stomped out.
right, but what I'm saying is there are times though. Obviously, there's men out there that treat their women good. I know several. I know several men who celebrate their wives and they're good men. So I wasn't asking that question because I thought that's a no-brainer. If you're with a man that is treating you good and you can build with, of course you be with him.
Right.
But there are times when women are dealing with men who are bringing them more sorrow than happiness. And I was just wondering if you think being a single woman in that predicament would be better off than being with the man who might be bringing you drama. That's all I was simply just trying to ask that question. There's three types of men. There's a man that treats you good.
All right, no. See, this is what we do too often. We do this too often. Acting as though women don't have accountability and consequences and the men they cheat. No, man. Okay, I'll let you go on for 30 seconds. And you say a man should be celebrated. I don't know why black women come in and talk about men should be celebrated. You're supposed to celebrate the man. He's not supposed to celebrate you. What other race of women runs around talking about them? You need to celebrate them. What are we celebrating?
Well,
who's on top? Who leads?
Well, Kevin, okay.
Who's on top? Who leads?
I do say that yes, the man leads, but I have to just speak for the men that I know that are happily married. They celebrate their wives. They do.
All right. Okay.
But Kevin, listen,
she keeps bringing up exceptions. He's talking about. HQ, my name is TJ. I'm sorry, TJ. I always think PJ. I'm so sorry. And she always comes up with the other program. She's just trying to catch him into something. She didn't come up there in good faith. She came up there as one of those people that wanted to give him smoke. Be agreeable. Make sure he don't kick me off, and then I'll make all the points, and then I'll stomp him out or I'll beat him out. This is what she came up there for.
So, okay, man, but who? Okay. This notion is toxic to come in. It's toxic to realize. Yes, it is. Because it keeps women with this overinflated stuff that they need to be celebrated, to where asking women, yesterday I had a woman on Instagram thinking that being a traditional housewife was tantamount to slavery just because she had to actually cook a damn meal.
I saw that.
So that's a woman that shares your reflection.
How?
She's black.
Oh, so it's my reflection. Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yes. So my notion, the notion, the way so many women talk as though you're some sort of god.
That's what I thought. When I just thought she came up there for clout. She came up there to clout chase, to get some of his fame, to get some of his people to follow her. I came over to check KevinSamuels, so let me get some of his people. And then this is how she wanted to jumpstart her channel. I never heard of her until I got on here 2 years ago. I never heard of her. So
her deity is supposed to be celebrated. The way we do it over here is men of value lead. Women of value follow them. You celebrate your man. You praise your man. What y'all do on your side is good for you. Hope it works for you. But more people on this side are winning. More people on that side got opinions and no husbands, especially no husbands they value. So if you talk about Russell Wilson, I don't know many men on this side that respect Russell Wilson, not because he married a woman with a child, it's because he's a simp.
Why is he a simp? Why is he a simp?
Because that's an entire program.
Straight up got clown.
And here's the thing. How about this? Because the men say he is.
Well, okay, as a female, then I want a simp. Because if there's a man
well, then go ahead. Then you so you want to have again, and thank you guys. Listen to what she said. She wants a simp. She wants a simp. She wants a simp because a man like Russell Wilson, who put Sierra on a pedestal, pedestalizing a woman is. I said this 3 weeks ago. Show me a culture or a race of competitive people where the women were pedestalized above the men, and show me a competitive civilization. You don't. Men's purpose needs to be pedestalized, not the female. It doesn't mean that the one, see.
But that's not the woman's fault. The woman didn't put us on the pedestal. You men put us on the pedestal. So that's something that he needed to speak to the men about. We didn't put ourselves there. Men put us there.
This is a problem. So many women in the Black community want to be sitting up like this queen, and if a man is sitting up there looking at you, he cannot fight everybody else, compete with everybody else, and defend the world. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. And that's why so many women, Black women, are by themselves, because if they can't be treated like the queens that they think they are, then they'd rather have nothing, and no one's going to stop you. Because if it ain't, because the problem ain't Black men. It ain't Black men because ain't no man marrying you. When it says 1 out of 4 Black women were married, that means anybody. So your career, your job, your accomplishments, whatever is walking around making you feel great and wonderful about yourself, that works well until you're about 55 or 60. Then what? What's about the rest of life?
Are you asking me that direct question?
The ultimate point is we get nowhere when we have women who still think they should be celebrated ahead of the men.
Well, I think they should celebrate each other, and maybe we have
Who
to.
should be celebrated? Who should lead?
I don't mind the man being the head of the
What do
household.
you mean you don't mind?
That was the wrong answer. Like, I think if a man.
Okay, so who should throw the ball? So who should handle the ball on offense side of football? I don't mind if the quarterback handles. Who should throw the pass? I don't mind if the quarterback, or is that the quarterback's job?
Okay, I thought I was giving you the. I think we're getting.
He rolling all over her, and this is the goofy Kendra. This is the same goofy Kendra. He rolling all over her.
Giving the same answer.
No, we're not. We're not, because I don't mind. See, it doesn't matter if you mind or not. It's what it.
I almost feel bad for her. But I know how arrogant she is right now, which tells me I'm not feeling bad for you, because you shouldn't have took your ass over there trying to roll out on him, and he rolled out on you. Just wild.
Should be.
Okay, so the man leaves the household. I don't feel like the female can't have an opinion on anything.
Well, she can. She's valued counsel.
And I do think the man should be celebrated, but I also think, and I've witnessed it, men who hold their wives to high value and will do anything to protect her, and will say that they will not be the man they are without that particular woman. I have men, high value men that you call high value men, say things like that. So I know
what do the women say about their men?
Say again?
What do the women say about their men?
Oh, they love them. They appreciate them. They think that they're their king. So it goes both ways. They're celebrating each other. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay.
Listen, I appreciate you bringing me on your show. We're going to agree to disagree on a couple of things. Like I said, Friday and Saturday.
Well, one way works.
She trying to shout her show out, y'all. She's trying to shout it out. Do we let her shout it out?
And one way doesn't.
Well, I mean, I will say this. Maybe I live in some exceptions.
So that tells me she came out over there to clout chase. If she get one off by telling them about her show.
To the rules, because I'm just speaking on the things that
you do. 1 in 4 Black women were married. You do, and I don't know where you I don't know if you just look at my show Monday through Friday. That's the world.
Okay, well, Kevin, can I just say this one thing? I feel like you do give good advice, but sometimes when the women come up here, you make them feel hopeless, because there's certain things they can't.
No, I don't make you feel anything. You're responsible for your own feelings.
Okay, I will take that back. I will retract that. But I would say, if a woman has, I don't have any kids, but if a woman has children, and if she's a certain age, and you feel like there's no man out there for her, then what is she?
So if I tell a woman what the statistics are,
right,
and what the men and if I tell you what the men are saying, see, what you don't seem to realize is if I had a drone follow me every day, when I go out into Atlanta or around this country, how many men will come and say from high school to on walkers saying, thank you for telling the truth, thank you for saying what I can't say. Every day, dozens of men. Can I take a picture with you? Thank you for telling the truth. I'm so glad.
Right.
So it ain't what Kevin is saying. And see, the problem is So many women are focusing on the messenger, the tone, or whatever. You're losing the fact that you're finally getting some accurate information that ain't telling you don't forget your crown, you're a queen, and all this other kind of stuff. Because all those people want to sell your books, sell your dream. When you talk about leaving hopeless, I think many women who bought this bullshit that these men have been selling and then turn around and find out they're cheating just like everybody else, and ain't the men they say, then they should feel hopeless. At least I'm telling you 2 + 2 is 4. Make a decision what you want, 2, 2, or 4.
Okay, well okay. First of all, you're absolutely right. I know plenty of men that speak your praises. Like I even said, there's things that you have said that I have agreed with, and things that I know high value is a thing with money. Men with money will tell me certain things that you do tell the people on your platform. So I'm not disagreeing with you there. If there's any disagreement that I would ever have is
She a little dirty. He dragged her a little bit. He just dragged her a little bit. He you know, she got dragged a little bit. She's still walking. If she say her channel name, she say her channel and her time frame and all that, I know she's still walking.
it's just the accord of women, if they don't, they can't get married in their 40s. Or
Never said they could get married. I didn't say they couldn't get married. What I say is you have to pick a, first of all, you're not gonna keep, I hate when you ladies do this. You oversimplify what I say and then expect me to actually hold it. When have I told a woman that she can't get married?
Well, I know you have this thing called the danger zone, and you
what does that mean?
Wants you.
What does that mean?
The danger zone is she's in a certain age bracket, like if she has kids,
right.
If she's overweight, and if she's a certain age, you have.
Kendra, you've just proven that you don't know what I talk about. That's not what the danger zone means. So this is what I mean. You're a professional woman, and you're in media too, right? You run
yes, I am.
And you watch my show.
Right.
I've defined the danger zone countless times, and you still were saying something that ain't. The danger zone is the years between 27 and 35.
Okay. Well, this is what I'm saying.
That's not it.
Okay.
27 to 35, when a woman needs to really focus like a laser on the outcome she wants. If you want to be married with children, you need to focus like a laser, because after age 30,
right,
by 35, you hit what's geriatric pregnancy. That's not Kevin. That's nature. That's biology. See, what happens so often is you ladies get triggered. You think you hear what I say. You're going to try to make the danger zone be all that stuff, and it was none of that stuff.
Okay.
You're going to try to say, well, you tell a woman that they're this and they're that, and I don't say that.
Okay.
Ma'am, you'll be able to go back. This is going to be up. You'll be able to hear what you said.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is, I don't tell women that they can't. I tell them it's unlikely depending upon their particular situation. And yes, let me reiterate. If you are a woman over 35, overweight and with children, it is highly unlikely that you're going to find a man making 6 figures plus who wants to marry you.
Right.
Because those men want something in return too. And they typically don't want somebody else's children. Now, is that me?
Well, we remember he's talking about a 6-figure man. He's not talking about a regular, average, everyday man now.
Getting them hopeless? No, what it's telling them is you've made your choice to allow yourself to reproduce 1-2 times with or without the benefit of a husband, most of the times without. You've allowed yourself to become the physical shape you are. Right. That's your responsibility. Right. It is not this man's responsibility to lower his standards, settle, when he's had to work to become this thing. No one gave him this. He deserved to get something from this. But see,
you right, freak. She was hearing all of this hype about KevinSamuels. I call up and he gonna rank me. I ain't gonna let him rank me. I'm gonna tell him exactly what my females are saying. I'm gonna tell him exactly what my beehive has been telling me, that he trying to insult women over here. So let me go over here and see if I can dog walk him. And then got dog walked.
So busy trying to tell women that they should be celebrated that we forget to think about, what about your men? We need to start celebrating men, black men, and forget the black men. What about the boys? Fuck the men. What you doing with the boys? All these women with children, what are you doing with your boys? Black boys reading at the 4th grade level. Black boys are behind. Forget us. You don't have to like us. But what are you doing with your boys sitting next to your daughters? And more often than not, women are telling their daughters, get an education, do this, and so forth, and they're making their sons punks, putting them in Jordans and pink shirts, and making them son husbands. And they are raising the same men that you ladies complain about. Prioritizing sooner or later this old nasty old bad old patriarchy. You're gonna have to realize that it's the one thing that's made this world evolve.
Okay. I know you probably have to go to somebody else, but there's just one more thing I want to talk to you about, if you allow it. I know it's your platform. The dying alone. Because I feel like the dying alone thing, I know my uncle died alone. He was.
You see, she had all them points. She had all the points that all the hyena women were saying. He said this, dying alone, the X, Y, and Z. She had all of those points. Well, she knew if she talked crazy, she'd get kicked off. So she had her talking points. So she's bringing up the last talking point. Okay, Kendra. Okay.
Man, my father found him dead a day after he was dead.
Your uncle died alone. He was what?
I said he was a man. So I'm not sure when you talk about dying alone, it can go both ways. Now,
that's what we start. That's what we started off today, right? That's exactly what we started off talking about.
Is that bad for me to say that?
Yes, it is.
How?
Because this is exactly, you can't make this shit up, guys. It's always, when it gets tight on women, we got to make it always go both ways. This overgeneralization. See, here's the thing about men dying alone. Men have always died alone. They've been called weirdos, hermits, loners. But men at least have the decency to leave everybody else the fuck alone. They'll sit in their cabin, sit there eating Hungry Man or Swanson or ramen noodles. They'll even go.
Please remember the like button. Please remember the like button. We like the engagement. Please hit the like button and Cash App, Super Chat, all that beautiful thing. Please and thank you. Hit the like button. We want to at least get to 40, 50. Ooh. Am I muted?
Oh, homeless. What do you think all these men out here are homeless? Show me groups of homeless women. Nowhere in the world where women are by themselves do they not require and demand stuff from the state. It's killing Japan. It's killing China right now. Women who are unmarried, living in communes or groups of one another, but then they're getting older and older and older, and the state cannot support aged people. It used to be your nuclear family, your extended family who took care of mama and papa and granny and auntie, but now you got adults who are choosing to be independent, making $60,000, $70,000 a year when they're in their 30s or 40s, doing decent, but they're not living high on the hog. Right. But you don't have no retirement. All you away from one illness or one fall from being broke. So, dying alone, women don't sit around at 50 or 60 years old and not demand government assistance, benefits of some sort. They're demanding something on the system.
Right.
So, men are still supporting you. And that is going to break a society. We cannot afford it. So, like it or not, ladies, when we start seeing homeless elderly women like we see homeless men, then women will start getting the picture. Because, like it or not, the coffins are empty.
Oh shit.
The Amish mom.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. I know it was the end of the thing, but I cannot say what's wrong or right. Hold on. I can't never get this right. To the end. I'm sorry.
You did that.
Hold on. You only got a few seconds.
But you can live in
3 minutes.
Amount of black women's estimation of yourself, your attitude is not where it needs to be. And on my level. But when you were 35 plus.
Shit, I can't remember.
That's why I said have a direct conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You never said it would never happen.
Nope.
But it can happen. And I just think that I just want.
If you were telling women what to do, would you tell them to wait till you're 40, or would you tell them to prioritize it in your early 20s?
Well, let me be honest. I'm a career woman, so and I feel like my career is who I am.
If you want to be married and have children, what would you tell women to do?
What did she tell women?
You gonna let me answer? Because yeah. I would tell a woman not to have a baby until she's married. I strongly believe in being married before you have a child, and but I wouldn't tell her to do it out of fear. I wouldn't tell her to do it because.
What age?
I have to be honest. The age that works for you. When you feel
this is so vague. Give me a range. Give me a range, man.
Okay, well, let me say this. This is why I say this. I have college friends. Because, Kevin, I want to answer the question.
This is why young, I'm going to stop you right here, man. I'm going to stop you right here. And I'm going to stop you right here. This is why young women are stopped coming to you, ladies. That's the woman who called my show last night asked me, who are you to be giving all this advice? And then this 46-year-old woman. Young women are stopped listening to y'all because you won't stop. There's a reason there are 32,000 people watching my show, and a lot of them are women, because you're not telling them the truth. You won't be direct with them. You won't just tell them, look, if you want to have your career, it's going to cost you. You won't tell them that if you want to get married and have kids, you need to do it before a certain age to have a better shot. You know better, but you won't tell them.
Let me say this. I was engaged when I was in my 20s to my college sweetheart.
I ain't asking about you.
Kevin, let me just give you, because I'm going to give you the answer. And I made a choice not to get married, right? And I don't have kids to this day. So I could say I have regrets because I could be married and have
What
kids.
age?
That was like 25.
What age would you tell the women? I ain't asking about you. And
I'm trying to answer it, but you won't let me answer
No,
it.
I just need you to give me the age.
Wow.
I don't need the background. Give me the age.
Wow.
They're between the ages of 21 and 50. What age, if you want to get married and have a family, what age should they start prioritizing?
You allow me to answer, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm allow you to give me an age. I'm going to end this conversation.
I know a girl that had a baby.
I'm going to allow you to give me an age range.
Kevin,
right.
Oh my God. It was
All
nice
right.
talking to you.
Yep.
Since you're not
This is why they're not listening to you anymore. This is why. This is a woman talking about our Running Relationship channel, and I asked a simple question. At what age would you tell women to start prioritizing? They don't want to tell you.
name is Chastity.
Okay. So I think I found her interview, and I ain't sure because I don't know I think I found her interview after her interview with KevinSamuels. I think so. Or no, I found somebody who ran it. So I'm finna see if this is what we talking about here. Hold on. This is it. It ain't that long. Let's see.
KevinSamuels, you know, the one thing I forgot to ask you when I was on your platform is, where's your wife? Where is the woman that you are married to that can prove your thought process on what it takes to have a successful Black family actually works, because you have one yourself? But then I realized you're not even married. Not only are you not married, you have been married twice, divorced twice. So therefore, you mean to tell me you know all that it takes to have a successful marriage, but it didn't even work in your own life? Interesting. Another question I failed to ask is, where are your children? Are you a father? Now, I still don't know the answer to this question. So there's two possibilities. A, you could not be a father. And then I would be like, okay, married twice, no kids. That seems odd. Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction?
What?
But I don't know, because then again, you could be a father. And then I would say you left the Black family unit in order to pursue a YouTube career. It was more important for you to have a platform tearing down Black women instead of being married to the woman who gave birth to your child. But I don't know if you're a father or not. But either way, both of those options seem a little fishy to me. And speaking of which, you actually owe every single Black woman a thank you card, because you're nothing without us. Let me say that clearly. KevinSamuels, you are nothing without the Black woman, because your popularity is based off of tearing down Black women. And it further proves the notion that the Black woman is the least protected person being on the planet Earth, because the Black man even is taking joy in bringing her down. Now, yes, there's a thing as constructive criticism, and I will give you that. And when I was on your platform, I even said there are certain things that you have stated that I agree with. But what I realized is not coming from a place with love. It's coming from a mean-spirited place, and that will not cause a change. If anything, you are the to the Black man and Black woman relationship, because you are dividing us further apart. I have never seen more Black men attack Black women for issues of being a mother, for being overweight, or for not having a job.
I'm sorry, Ty Pro. Was this what you wanted to hear? Was this what you were asking me to get?
Or for not being married by a certain age until you came along. And it's actually really sad because Black men and Black women, we really need to work together. We really need to function together because that's when we excel to our highest level. And to the men who do support Kevin Samuels that are fathers to little girls, do you want your own daughters to follow his teachings? Do you want your daughters to be raised to feel as though the pressure to focus on just finding a man that's willing to marry them, that she can have babies by, and forget all her other dreams because becoming a housewife is the most important goal that she should have? Is that what you want your own daughters to focus on? Then someone will say, well, Kendra, you're not married, so why should they listen to you? You know what? I would give you that. But why listen to him? If you want to become a wife, guess what? Talk to wives. Talk to women who are married because they are doing the one thing you would like to do. Why talk to a 51-year-old man who doesn't have a wife for himself, who is still happily dating? And to the men who are single, if you want to become husbands, you do the same. Talk to married men, and they can tell you the truth about finding a wife and what is really important. Because at this moment, it seems like y'all made the modern day Mr. from The Color Purple your king. This is your king? Oh my goodness. He's 51, no wife, on a YouTube channel and Instagram. If that's how you want to end up, then so be it.
She didn't want to say it on the show. She couldn't say it on the show because he would have kicked her off. He would have kicked her off because that's what I noticed that he done that a couple times. He kicked people off. And I get that. But Kendra, she was humbled now. Now she gets what he was talking about. We got this one last video. I don't know why. This was a short video of Kevin Samuels, and I saw it, and I was like, ooh, this is brutal. This is it. This is the last one. This is brutal. Ooh. I said, ooh, you wrong for this. Kevin, you wrong for this. Right here. You wrong for this. In this moment, yes. I cannot say what's wrong. Y'all hit the like button, please.
Let's get right into it. How tall are you?
I'm 5'4" 3/4.
That size?
This shit was brutal. I don't know. I ran across it and I just played it in the car. And I was like, oh, hell no. What the fuck is going on?
I'm a small. I'm probably maybe a 1-2.
Okay. And if you ranked yourself, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you
10.
Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality.
Ooh.
If you're going to be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So what are you bet?
You're not okay, man. Check the attitude. Let me just go ahead and say this. This bullshit that's running around with black women, they call yourself a 10, never say you don't. That is some of the most destructive psychobabble that's going around.
Ooh.
Black women, you need to be more humble. And you're a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
We only got a couple more minutes, Myra. A couple more minutes.
humility.
Well,
because this was only like 9 minutes long.
For one, I know that I was made in God's image, and
God knows he's not perfect, ma'am.
Right.
So everybody's a 10.
I'm sorry, y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you. Hit the like button.
Get up here and call myself a 4 or a 2 because I'm definitely
well, let me. If you're gonna tell me you're a 10, you're a 10.
I'm a Christian woman. I'm
No. I said physically. You can be a Christian woman, but this.
Yeah, physically, I'm beautiful.
You're physically a 10. Then what is Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna? What are they?
Whatever they consider themselves to be.
See, this is that bullshit. And this is when I start to get upset because you ladies say you want help. But then when you start getting into it, your ego gets into it. Put your dick up.
It's not, honestly, Kevin.
This is bullshit. You're not a 10.
You can go to my Instagram now and you see that's how I carry myself.
Okay, you can. I don't care how you call yourself. A 10 is supermodel looks.
Okay.
Are you that?
I'm far from ugly, honey.
I didn't say that.
So
you made this combative, man. If you really want to say you're a 10, that's fine. But show me Show me where the model contracts are.
I don't want to be a model.
I didn't ask you whether you want to be a model or not.
Somebody asked me today.
But you're not. But
model?
ma'am, you're not a. But you're not. But you're not that. Come on.
Okay. Well, you said show me where the model contract. Somebody asked me today. Oh, do you
Okay.
model?
Let's try
no.
this. Let's try this again. Where would you honestly rank yourself?
I just told you.
A 10.
Yeah. No. Maybe to you I'm not, but beauty's in the eye.
No. So you're a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any women that are higher?
Are you saying I'm not? Tell me why I'm not.
No. I'm asking you. No. I'm asking you.
Tell me why I'm not.
No. You're not questioning. So you're on my. So you mean to tell me that there are no women that are more attractive than you?
What?
I'm asking.
It's hard.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
It's like I'm not.
If you're a 10, that means you're at the top.
If I'm a 10,
an A plus, a 100 on a test is as high. No.
No woman.
Back it down.
No, I'm telling you.
Back it down. A 100 on a test is as high as you can go.
Right.
It's a perfect grade.
Right.
You're saying you're a 10, a 100 on the test. Are you saying that there's nobody who scores higher than you on looks? You're in the top percentile. Worldwide.
Doubling down on the bullshit, freak. Doubling down on the bullshit.
Possibly.
Oh.
Possibly, honestly, but it doesn't matter to me. No other woman I'm intimidated by. Not one. I'm not. Maybe by the world standards, I'm not, because I'm darker. I don't know what's the reason.
That's bullshit.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. They always say, thank you for saying it. Thank you. I knew we were going to get to it eventually. Eventually, we were going to get to the colorism argument. And see, the problem is, man, when you women walk around with this inflated estimation of yourself, life tells you what lane you're in, whether you want to admit to it or not.
So are you saying colorism doesn't?
No, I'm not going down first off, I'm not going down the colorism path, because I'm saying if you were a dime, you'd be gone by now. Because dimes get taken like that.
Possibly, or treasure is hidden.
Okay.
Treasure is hidden.
Again, this is what goes on. She's still gonna die on this hill. Because it's about my ego. And I've listened to many Black women parrot this stuff, especially after that Average at Best video. I've heard women tell women, you should never say this, you should never say that. And you know what? The only people y'all are hurting is yourself. Honestly, I asked you just to move the conversation, but you've decided to make it about, I'm up here. And it's because of what I think of myself. Okay. But what you think of yourself and what the world sees are two different things. I am very sorry to inform you and other women. There are women that are prettier than you.
Okay.
And if you say you're a 10, that means you are up there with the prettiest of the pretty. And then you should have the results to show it.
Possibly.
Not possibly. You should have the results to show it.
It's exception
and the fact
to
that she's
rule.
going to continue. And here's the thing. This is one thing that I would say is so wrong with so many Black women. They will not relent. They will shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. They will do this until they die. It's like locking on. It's just the ego. This is the masculine ego of many women today. They cannot.
So you will be
a psychological block. This is a
two?
psychological block with a lot of these. Like I can't say anything less. Even though you know damn well that this over here. See, I know that there are men that are more attractive than me. I know men that I'm more attractive than. But I would never ever think to call myself a 10 because I know I'm not a 10. I knew at my best I was never a 10. I knew that. But see, men get an accurate estimation of ourselves. That's why so many of you ladies got triggered. That's why that video went viral. Average at best, die alone. Because so many women think that you should get something higher than you are. And then when asked, even the woman in that video said, I would have gave myself so-and-so. Okay, you can all say what you want, but the world reflects back what it is. We attract what we are. And if you've never dated tens,
Right.
guys at that high level,
Right.
if they're not knocking down your door, you're on Instagram, right? If they're not trying to marry you, wife you, that's not where you are.
Right.
You can call it whatever you want to. You can have 10 energy all day long, but that's not it.
Okay, Kevin.
Okay. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm just saying. I'm just don't understand why so many women.
You can't hurt me.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to, and there's nothing to be gained from it. What I'm doing is I'm showing that this is why I say therapy is so necessary, because this is beyond delusion. Everybody's not a 10. Every woman does not get a high value man. Every woman doesn't deserve a high value man. Your mama got average. Your mama built a life. You women who think you're 10s, think you deserve a high value man, are dying alone. Because you have no relationship skills.
Paul said,
well, what number would y'all give her? Put it in the comments. I don't know. I don't know. This is my first time looking at her. I'd probably give her a 4, maybe a 5, maybe.
Spare me the problems of married people. So if that's what,
see, then they want to go to the Bible. Then they want to go to the Bible. So to all you women that were running around telling women to say, you never rank, when somebody asks you to rank yourself, you always say you're a 10, face 10, this 10. You ladies are part of the problem.
I ain't heard no lies. I ain't heard no lies today. This is rough. I'm out enough. Prove you wrong, Cass. You hate your mom. I caught this wild. Anybody want to come up and have something to say? Because I don't even know what to say. I mean, he ain't told no lie. He didn't tell no lies. I can't dispute nothing he had to say. Kendra, on the other hand, Kendra G, on the other hand, oh my goodness, girl. What was you thinking? I mean, but she understood what she had to be. She understood that she couldn't get out of pocket because Kevin wasn't trying to hear her getting out of pocket. I mean, I get all that, but she didn't say that on the show because, of course, she wasn't going to say it on the show. She wanted to agree with him, and she agreed with him nonetheless. And I see where the women have a problem with okay, you're going to die alone, X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z. But see, I look at those things as all human beings. These things can be applied to all human beings, not necessarily just women, but all human beings. And my whole thing, did they do better? Did the women take heed? Some of the women are doing better. They are doing better. Some are listening, but that don't necessarily mean it's enough. I couldn't really see her. I thought you seen all of her videos. You wasn't watching on your phone? You wasn't watching on your phone? I mean, I put it on the phone so that, people would be able to see it on the phone and, know what they could, because they had seen it or they heard it or whatever. So my thing was this. The first video, what was the first video? First video was, I forgot the first video. The first video was the woman, the average at best video. Okay, the average at best video. He didn't lie to her at all. He said, you're average at best. Okay? Average at best. I see that. I see why he said that. I understand why he said it. I see why he said it. Because all of these shows that I showed you tonight was the overinflation of the ego. Is it all the women that come up there and do that? No, I'm pretty sure not all of them. But these specific 3, Kendra, the average at best, and this last lady, overwhelmingly, I'm too beautiful for the ranking that you're giving me. You can't rank me. I'm too beautiful for the ranking. What you says doesn't apply to me. This is what I got from these these 3 videos. Your ranking doesn't mean anything because I'm a female and I can rank myself any way I want to. First lady, she couldn't take the message. She couldn't take the message. She knows that she's not that attractive as she wants to be. She understands that. Okay. 2, Kendra thought, okay, I'm listening to the chicks on TikTok. I'm listening to the chicks on Instagram say he's talking this way and that way. So let me see if he actually is talking sense or he talking 2-point crazy. Let's see if he's doing that, right? And then I'm going to go over there and check him. But you got manhandled right out the door because you couldn't dispute his facts. Now, albeit I give it to him like this, the fact that he shut down her talking points, or he shut down Kendra's talking, she couldn't get her points where she wanted them. But she would have ran off on a tangent. She had to also be nice because she knew she would have got thrown off. So I get where she was going, but you couldn't refute the points. You couldn't refute the point. And the point was, you came up there with arrogance, the entitlement. You were going to check him, and you got checked. Then you went on another show, because the talking point, what she was saying on the other show, the show after talking to Kevin, she really wanted to say that, but she knew it wasn't going to fly. So he told her to kick rocks. Okay? Kick rocks. This last lady, unfortunately, it was the arrogance and the stand. She was going to die on that hill regardless. Even though she's a 4 and this might be most women think they're over, their ego's more inflated, or they think they look as more than what they look. And that is a part of this internet thing. That's a part of the simps manifesto. There's a lot of factors that go into that make women feel as though their ego is inflated, or they're more valuable than what they really are. But see, here's the thing. You have to be valuable to the person that wants you. You have to be valuable to the person that wants you. If the person that wants me doesn't value my education, then I'm not valuable. And this is what the women don't seem to get, don't seem to grasp. Do they still have this ego? Do they still have this issue with figuring out their SMV? Or did he at least put that on the market? Or did he at least, that's one of his lasting legacies, I believe. That would be one. If a woman could evaluate herself realistically on the sexual market, on the marketplace, if she could value herself realistically, that would be one of his, you're never going to forget him, but that SMV, even white people know SMV. Okay. Even white people understand the SMV. Okay. And that got around to a lot of people, millions of people who understood. What's the SMV? Everybody knows what that is. Okay. But he also said, just because you hit 40 over the age of 37 doesn't mean that you can't find a man. He said the danger zone, that 35 to whatever, you need to be laser focused to find you somebody. He doesn't say that you cannot find somebody after that 35. He doesn't say nobody will want you after 35. He just says, if you want to be married and you want this specific outcome, you have to do it within this age range. And that's what Kendra was going to come up and say to him. Kendra came up to him and said that last thing. She said, you're saying women over the 37 won't be able to find a man. Well, they're going to die alone. He said, I didn't say that. So you men need to stop saying that as well. He didn't say that. What he said was, you need laser focus on what you want between the ages of 27 and 35 or something, and then you need to focus on that and then find a husband X, Y, and Z. But he didn't say after 35 you couldn't find a man. He did not say that. He never said that. He specifically said he did not say that. So everything he said was good. Everything was. I'm going to try to find specific themes throughout because this was a good thing. Overinflated ego, and it showed. First Lady, average at best. Kendra, with her arrogance, thinking she's more important because she's a businesswoman, she's an owner, she's an entrepreneur, thinking she's all that in a bag of chips, and then real time bullshit. Real time bullshit with women. I ain't mad at Kevin. I liked it. I'm getting him. I'm understanding. I'm understanding it. I'm understanding it. I'm understanding it. Okay. Nobody, I've dropped the link. Nobody wanted to come on up because I gotta oh, I'm sorry. You all got to tune in tomorrow. You know what time it is. You know what time it is tomorrow. Y'all know what time it is tomorrow. What is this? Hold on. Okay, watch my series. Watch my series. Watch the series. On Love Check, we ask 10 tough questions that reveal if someone's truly ready for love and marriage. Love Check. Premiering September 8th. Subscribe now so you don't miss any of the content and turn on all notifications. That was my old advertisement. My real advertisement is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Premiere of Love Check. I appreciate y'all coming out tonight for this Kevin Samuels thing. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Oh, you coming up? Okay. Come on up, sir. I got a few minutes. My computer's restart. You won't be able to find a high value. No, we're not. The high value man is 6 figures. You that's what I'm saying. 6 figures. That the high value man. Most women are never going to get a high value man. So that's out the window. High value is out the window. We're talking about regular, ordinary men. And he said, you're not, you won't, I'm just going by what he said. He said he never said that. So I'm going by what he said. Yes, freak. Hello. Freak?
Yes, HQ. How you doing, beautiful?
Oh,
how are you doing?
Zeus? You sound like Zeus, right?
All right, is that better?
Yes, you better. It's good. Okay.
Damn it, let me go out and come back in.
No, I can hear you. You can't hear me?
But there's an echo for some reason.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me check. Because I did something earlier. Okay. Is it better now? Better now.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. Go ahead. We can hear you.
How are you doing? How's the grandkids doing? How's everybody's health?
Amazing. We're amazing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for having me on the panel. I want to say love and respect to anybody else who's on the panel and everybody else in the chat. I think it's very good, and we really do appreciate you going through these Kevin Samuels earlier videos.
Yes.
Because I think you're also seeing, I mean, there's even earlier videos where he's in like a white room and like his technology isn't all that savvy. There's a lot of little things like that, but you're seeing the meat and potatoes of him being consistent.
Right.
And now you can see he comes from that church background. You can see that he comes from that image consulting background. Like, hey, I know you want to be a supermodel, Bonquisha, but face tats ain't it.
Right.
he's really good at doing that. And I think, and I'm just speaking from off the cuff of my head, I think what's important that we see that Kendra is not a thinking machine. It's more the beehive.
Yeah,
Because when she was,
yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I'm saying they put her up to it. I see that they put her up to it. Wait a minute, why
Right.
does Black America keep saying I misrepresent what he said? I didn't misinterpret what he said. I didn't misinterpret.
There was something that he said, and then you said something about it. But I mean, here's what I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first couple of times to listen to Kevin Samuels, and I do believe, even though you're an advocate for women, you tried to do as non-biased as you could be, and you tried to look. Go ahead, Chirp. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You go ahead. I was just interrupting you. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Okay. Remind me to ask you about choking next time we talk.
What? What? Go ahead.
So I think a lot of times, especially coming from that radio background, and I don't know if it's just Black women,
right?
But it's this whole I have to talk to throw an opinion versus listen and be heard. Right. And when Kendra was asked a simple question, she couldn't answer a simple question. AKA, my life's not normal. AKA, I wouldn't suggest anybody try to have a child when they're 42. That's why I froze my eggs, but it's expensive. I think if you could do it in your 20s, that would be the best way to do it. News story today. I'm walking by the grocery store at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then there's a news article and it said Kamala Harris said it was a huge mistake to let Joe Biden rerun for election.
I didn't hear the headline. I didn't see the headline.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's what you're standing on. And I just think that's nonsensical. I think Kendra was standing on a lot of things that she could have easily had better grace and poise.
Right.
And said, you know what, Kevin, that's a good thing. And I need to marinate on that.
Right.
Hey, you know what, Kevin? That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up.
Right. But that wasn't her agenda. Her agenda wasn't to get along with him.
I think the great thing about us listening to it with you, we know what we think as men, because even men had to go through it and kind of sift it out. I think you saying, oh, well, this is what Kendra was doing. Oh, this was her plan. And I think that gives us men the different perspective of, oh, that's why Kendra did that. Yeah. Remember when we brought the guy on, he was a simp. And he was trying to, and the lady who was 40 was trying to date him, and she had 4 kids or something like that.
Yeah.
And then how he was talking, but he couldn't say certain things because that would kill his audience.
Right.
That's the same thing you saying about Kendra, but we could see it with the guy. We couldn't see it with Kendra. So that's a good point that you brought up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because you notice how Kendra is now. She's still she's still that arrogant person. So she really, really wanted to say what she wanted to say to Kevin, but she knew she didn't want to alienate her audience. One, she knew she didn't want to, and his audience, she didn't want to alienate his audience because it was a bunch of men and women in that whole thing. So she was being very delicate. She also knew that Kevin probably would have thrown her off the platform. So she was she did her thing. She couldn't do anything but agree because he wouldn't let her do anything else. But I guess
I'm saying I appreciate you giving the males that perspective because we probably couldn't see it like that. So that's why these conversations are really helpful to us.
She's a woman, so she went over there to combat the points like she should have as a woman because she was pushing back. But 9 times out of 10, she probably believed most of what he was saying, except the 3 points that she had at the end. That was probably it. And that was it. Everything else she probably agreed with.
Well, nobody's ever
Mhm.
introduced her to unicorn thinking. I think a lot of women have that unicorn thinking.
Right.
And once you kind of share, like, this is unicorn thinking, they
Mhm.
become more aware of it. Because one thing I will always say, anytime I talk to a woman, they want to reframe the question.
Mm.
And the other thing they want to do is they want to say, they want to bring up the unicorn, and then they say they got a friend that fits into that story. You never meet that friend. You never heard of that friend. Because Kendra's story was, I'm teaching people how to get married and do this and do that. And all my friends are happily married, but I'm not married. Get the fuck.
Mm.
Next caller.
Well, she did say that same thing about Kevin, so we gotta acknowledge that. She did
What does
say
that mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm saying she's a single person giving single advice, and he's a single person giving single advice. So I looked at it that way.
But there's a difference. But there's a difference, HQ, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a difference in Kendra's giving advice and Kevin. Kevin actually was married once upon a time. Kendra's never been married.
Right.
There's a big distinguish. That's a big yeah, Kevin was currently single at the time of his death, but it is a different perspective, even if you failed at it. And Kevin consistently talked about, we always overlook what Kevin actually talked about, because HQ, no one sat there and watched his monologues before people came up. Everybody focused on what happened when the women came up and they got stomped out. No one paid attention to what he actually believed, which was the first 45 minutes to an hour of the show without the women. So
now I got to go back and listen to that.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to help you out.
Real quick. Yeah. Okay. I'm listening to snippets. I'm not listening to the actual show. Okay. I got you.
The actual show, it opens with him with a 45-minute to an hour talk on a specific subject matter. And then he would after he would do that, he would bring up the women to talk about the subject matter. But the women always wanted to come out and get an opinion or stomp him out based on what they saw him do to a previous woman, and never about what he was actually talking about. Kevin's first hour of his content of each show was the most creative, informative, well-researched pieces of work that if you go back and watch them, the first hour of his shows, they are remarkable. They're remarkable analysis of a lot of different stuff, especially his breakdown of our public image. He actually took no calls on his public image stream. It was a complete, utter 2-hour breakdown of the importance of our image. But I kind of want to circle back to something real quick, HQ, and I kind of hate that it took me a while to get my computer going. But anyways, we got to stop saying that $100,000 is high value when Kevin never said that.
Right.
Kevin said that there were 7 principles to becoming a high value man.
I haven't run into those yet.
I'm just saying I got the principles here because I pulled them up. It was 7 principles that, and he consistently said, if any one of those are missing, you are not high value. Now, he did say the entry to barrier to high value is the $10,000 a month salary, which is $120,000 a year. He said that's you cannot be high value without that individual marker first. But he also had 6 more principles that a guy had to meet. And if you did not meet those, you were not high value. Or if you violated one of those, you were no longer considered high value, a la Shannon Sharp. I'll just go real quick. I'm not gonna
hold on. Before you go, let me jump in and connect a dot. And I appreciate you and welcome to the panel. This is also what Kevin said. Kendra took something he said, and he said the beehive will, not the beehive, but he said the hive will simplify something that he said and then misconstrue it. And that goes right along with what TJ is saying, because she had talked about the danger zone, and then he said, well, what is that? And she explained it, and she threw like 10 things in there that weren't in there. TJ, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So real quick, the 7 principles: income, consistency, which is related to income, meaning that you have to make that income for 3 to 5 years. Group acceptance, meaning other men that are considered high value acknowledge the fact that you are part of the group. Have a network of other consistent, high performing men. Have visible influence, meaning that you are out front, out in public, that you got influence, that you can help somebody. Number 5, you have to be useful. Why have all of these resources if you are not useful? And the last one, which is where Shannon Sharp violated, is the protection of your image and your presentation. So if any one of those 7 things are missing, your image, your utility, your visibility and influence, your network, your group acceptance, your consistency, or the 10 grand a month for 3 to 5 years, if any of those things are missing, you are not high value. And the 7th one, which is probably, he always said, which was the most important, the visibility and the influence, which goes into your character. If you lack character. So if we always throw out anybody can turn into a high earner. If you look at my W-2 HQ, I'm considered a high earner based on whatever the regular, based on the average American. I'm a high earner based on the average American, but that does not make me a high value man. And let me sidestep. And being a high earner doesn't mean that you're going to get a woman that a woman likes you, because if you're built like me, most people looking at me will not know that I'm a high earner. I drive a 2008 truck. I wear scrubs and t-shirts every day because it makes me feel comfortable. Looking at me at a gas station, you would never know that I'm a high earner. You would think that I'm just some either unemployed, low-level bum getting $2.50 worth of gas in his truck, in his 08 Chevy truck. But you would never know that looking at me. So a lot of times when you hear a lot of people talking about, well, if you earn in X, Y, and Z, then you got access to it. That's if you are leading with that, dripping with that, and making it known about that. I do not live my life like I am a high earner. One, because there are taxes that come out of it. There's private tuition. There are mortgages. So when all of that high earning starts getting divvied out to all of these, responsibilities, what's left over don't feel so high earning. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
I get it. I get it totally.
But if you look at my W-2, I'm in the top 5%. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But I got top 5% responsibilities. You know what I mean? I do. My daughter is in a private school. We're talking about $5,500 a month in tuition.
Can we pause? Can we pause there for 1 second? That is also something Kevin was really good at. He would tell the woman, like, hey, okay, you earn this much. You want a guy who earns this much. Do you want to have kids? How many kids? Do you want to go back to work? You want to do this? And he just walked him through, and he was like, here's what this step's going to cost you. Here's what that step's going to cost you. And for us, I think we're able to think Monday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Friday. We don't have a 5-year plan, a 3-year plan. We have to go outside the neighborhood to start thinking like that. And then once you do, that's what Kevin introduced to a lot of people to understand the financial part of it. So I appreciate you sharing that. With that said, I'm in.
So my question is this. Okay, so you said lack of character, protection of your image, which is what Shannon Sharp destroyed. Useful to the group, which is what Mr. Walker always talking about. Visible influence. You should have visible influence. A network of high value men. A wolf pack, per se, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Group acceptance. An income consistently at $10,000 per month.
Yes.
Okay. I got
all of those things. So when we speak about money, money is just the money. But if all the other stuff is missing, then you're not high value. And that's the thing that we lose. We get so focused. And let me tell you something. This list didn't even come from KevinSamuels. It came from Cosmo. From the 19. Yes. It came from and he told everybody, I got this from Cosmo because this is what women said when they surveyed women in Cosmo, what they wanted in a man. This is what women said that they wanted. So the high value man is actually based on the standard that women say that they want in their ideal mate.
Okay, I got you.
Let me jump in and give something that Gloria said like 2 or 3 episodes ago when you guys were talking about men who make $500,000 and cooking and cleaning, etc. She had brought up that a part of the wife's job is to show the brand and push the brand. And I think that goes along with that list that he is speaking of. Because she's going to be out in social events. She has to have the decorum. She's got to know how to eat. She's got to know how to bypass those hot topic conversations. Right. She also has to know how to get those backyard conversations, behind the scene conversations that benefit her husband. So with that said, I'm in.
Triple.
What's up there, dream girl?
How you doing, sir?
Better than I deserve.
Better than you deserve. Ain't we all?
Absolutely.
What do you have to say on the subject, sir?
Yes. Salute to everybody on the panel. Respect and respect to the queen. Hey, I just gotta say that this has been a real brutal breakdown. And I think I sent you that clip before too, when he went off on that one girl.
I probably never seen.
I know. Okay. Yeah. But on the topic of high value, I remember when Kevin first started putting that out, and in the 7 layers of it, and that having a high end network of other men who also consider you high value, the visibility, the money. It's more than just the income component. So a lot of people get confused about that though, because a lot of people seem to think like, okay, I make $100,000, I'm high value.
Yeah, it
was a lot more than that, because he like TJ mentioned, it was a duration of making that money consistently. You know, and not you scratch the ticket and you want $100,000 this year and you high value. That's not how that works.
Right.
You know, but you know, it's having that respect among your peers, being able to hold down multiple households if needed, you know.
I look at
it said he paying $5,500 a month for school. So
I'm almost sick, TJ. I mean, I'm almost sick. When you said that, I'm just
HQ. I got my little paycheck. I got my paycheck today, right? My taxes and deductions were a little over $2,300 out of one paycheck. So when people talk about that what they take from me in taxes is equivalent to damn near somebody's entire paycheck.
Dang, you ain't lying.
But here's the other side of it though, HQ. And I'm actually supposed to be at work right now, but I called off. People don't understand. I work almost 6 days out of the week. I put in about 75 to 80 hours a week worth of work.
Ouch. Yeah. Okay.
I put in the work. There's a reason, you know. There's a reason why I got a YouTube channel, got almost 8,000 subscribers, and I can never be live on it because I'm up there working the job. And then I'm trying to move into the next phase of my life, HQ, which sending my butt back to medical school, which is what I'm currently doing, so I can have my own practice and work, because I'm putting in all this work for some white man. And it just dawned on me I could put them same hours in for myself and have more freedom. And have more to leave my daughter. And like I said, you know, I cringe when I hear brothers out here, even though I love Mr. Walker and Gavin and all that good stuff, when they talk about, you know, high earning men and what we could get anything else. That's if you present yourself. They leave that part out. HQ walking up to me. HQ at the hospital. Do you not know I got housekeepers and maintenance girls who look down on me because they believe that I'm some low, you know what I mean? Because I just don't carry myself like that. For me, my job, my money it's just a tool to use for the people that I love. Right. I got a little bit of comfort. I got a small little bit of luxury. I get to do what I want to do if I want to do for the most part. And money's tight. Don't get me wrong. I would love a woman up in here and her to bring her little paycheck in here and help offset some goddamn costs. I'm not gonna lie to you. To sit up here and pretend like it's not, you know what I mean? And maybe I don't have to work as hard, but there's a big I often talk about HQ, the practical application of what we're saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, just imagine if I walked around every day talking about, bragging about, or trying to show what I got every day. You know how big of a target I'll be? I'm not just talking about just women. You know I'm a fucking big of a target. I live in an all black neighborhood. Oof. It's a middle class black neighborhood, but just imagine.
Yeah, that's
my
wild.
Good car sits in the garage with the door closed. My good car sits in the garage with the door closed all the damn time.
I know that's right. TJ.
And and then when I get special deliveries, I move that car out of the way. Go have the special deliver someplace else. Go pick it up, put it in my truck, back my truck into the garage, close the door, and then pull it in my house. Through the garage.
Well, you're doing a lot, but then again, I see the safety. You got to do the security thing. Yeah. I get all.
And I could go live someplace else, but I just, not that my place is unsafe. I live in because everybody in my neighborhood works. I live in a subdivision, whatever. Everybody works, but you go outside of a subdivision. Good Lord, But if you present yourself like that, if you wear it like that all the time, then you are a target. I know that if I got a woman who's entertaining me or will let me entertain whatever, I know that they're thinking I'm just an average earning Joe, and there's a higher chance that it's about TJ and not what I got. Now, if they get to the point where they get to come in my home, they get to come around me, they get to see a little bit, you know what I mean? And and you believe it or not, some of them, when they get to see it, they get some crazy ass expectations, and then they get gone quick, fast, and hurry. like you wouldn't believe.
Right.
I'll cut you quick. And I cut somebody quick that I was with her for about a year, and I was crazy about this woman.
Right.
And cut her quick. The moment she opened her mouth about it, and let me explain to you what she did, talking about high value stuff like that. Her car broke down. Her car, it was in the winter. The heat went out in her car. So I had a spare daily driver, because I actually got 3 cars. So I had a spare daily driver. I offered her the spare daily driver so she can drive that with her son back, because he was a son, in the winter. I offered that to her. Mm-hmm. That woman looked me dead in the face and said, "Why would I take your car and you can just fix mine?" That was the last day I talked to her.
Ouch.
That was the last day. I didn't HQ. I didn't even get mad. You know what I said to her? I said, "You know what, sweetie, you're right," and walked the fuck out of her door and never spoke to her again.
Now that's entitlement right there.
That's how you do that thing. Because in her mind, she thought, first of all, I'm offering something for you, and some other and comfort for another man's son. You should call his daddy and say, "I can't transport your kid in this cold car."
Right.
That's right.
I don't take no resources from my daughter and give it to nobody else. None.
Right.
None. Right. Not a one.
Wow. That's a wild story. That's a very much entitled story, and we hear about that a lot around here.
But see, she had that because she was next to me, and when she realized, over the time, that lets me know how long she probably had been thinking things for a long time about what she just wasn't brave enough to ask me for or wanted me to do, all because I got it. You know what I mean? Or whatever she perceived I got. So when there was an opportunity came out, she opened her mouth. That was something I think simple that could have been worked out, but I wasn't trying to work that out at that point. It was the mindset that I offered you a whole automobile in a definite amount. I said, you can give it back when you get yours fixed.
Right.
That could have been the spring, could have been the summer, could have been next year. But no, she wanted me to break bread. No, sweetie. That's why you go to work every day, save your little money. I'm giving you access to my resources, and that wasn't good enough. So just imagine if I walked around here with my W-2s taped to my damn chest.
Right. Damn. This is brutal. This dating market is brutal as hell.
Hey, HQ. Go ahead, finish up, TJ. My bad, brother.
I'm just saying you have to have, as a guy, you gotta have don't make excuses when you see something bad, and you gotta be willing to walk away.
Right.
I'm in my 40s. You know how much coochie I done had over the course of my life?
Right.
You think I'm going to walk away because I might not get enough for 6 months now? No, I'm okay.
She okay? Triple?
Yeah.
Triple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, that's just a prime example. You can't really change a woman's mindset. Like when her mindset is like that, if she's older, got kids, you can't just be like, hey, don't do that. Like, no, that's who that woman is. The brother played it right. But hey, HQ, you getting all these examples from men. I hope you are taking it in.
I'm writing things down. Y'all give me your final thoughts. I forgot. Oh shit. I got another thing I got to do at 10 o'clock. And Raquel is about to start. Y'all give me your final thoughts.
Great panel as always.
Yes, I'll be back up here with some more Kevin Samuels. Not tomorrow, but probably on Friday. I'll probably do a thing on some more. But I'll probably figure out if I can get a theme going with the women. I
actually appreciate this, what you did this time, looking at KENDRA, looking at the average at best. I think that was pretty cool. A lot of it was like memory lane. And then, Kevin, when he was interviewing KENDRA, it wasn't until he was over halfway through that stream that he even knew who he was. He started looking at the chat, and because I watched it live, and the chat started saying to him, he thought that was just some random woman.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's why more so he was, not that he wouldn't have been as aggressive if he understood that she was a national radio personality at that point. I think he would have gave her a little bit more, because he ended up hanging up on her.
Right.
He ended up hanging up on her because she wouldn't answer a question.
I keep forgetting that she was a radio personality. I keep forgetting she was on the radio. She was a little bit famous.
Yes.
Before she even started. I keep forgetting that she was.
Yes.
Right.
And then she had her own. She was doing what she was doing now, but she was doing it on Instagram. That's when you saw her trying to shout it out, but he jumped her before she can get it out. Yeah. And by the way, which is crazy, because she cuts people off now when they try to shout out their own social media. But no. But my final thought is, doing this I think is a good idea. This is like, so I thought this was really good, HQ, and I was glad that you did it.
Yeah,
and I look forward to more of it.
I'm gonna listen to more. I'm starting to understand what the hell was going on with these women back then and why they still similar to what was happening back then. It's so overwhelming. It's these shows are like 2 hours. I'm trying to find. You know what I'm saying? The shows are like 2-3 hours. And I'm like, which one do I pick? Which one is good? I don't want to pick a bad one. And then it ain't, it doesn't have a good message in it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking the ones that are shorter. And then I could say, oh, okay, well, this must be one of the good ones because it is short and it is compact and people are reacting to it. So that's how I'm picking them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he got some amazing ones in the middle, but I can't go through 2.5 hours by myself and then turn around and go 2.5 hours with you guys. But I'm there. We're gonna do some more. Mr. Freak.
Hey, HQ, I will say this. I don't think it's and TJ, it was great having you on the panel as well.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't think it's the point of going through everything. I think what's really good that you gave like a kind of a commentary as you were listening to, and you say, okay, I can see what she did, how she misrepresented something. The lady who had the Corsican dog and she had the pet grooming, like the way you kind of navigated that. And he was like, no, Kevin, don't. Oh, I can see he's holding back, blah, blah, blah. I think that was really good for us as men, because I think you were able to give the outside conversation of how women think.
Oh, I absolutely saw where he went, why he did what he was trying to be. He was giving her grace. He was giving KENDRA grace too. As a matter of fact, he was giving grace all 3 videos tonight. All 3 videos, he was giving grace to these arrogant women.
Hey, HQ, why do you think the women disliked him so much then?
Because he was blunt. And he was
But he was giving grace though.
No, he was giving grace,
right.
But he also would, but see, every once in a while he'd hit the note. He'd hit the right note. Wait a minute. Average at best. Once you thought about what he meant, average at best. Meaning that's the best you're going to get right there at average, which is 4, which is what he was telling the lady. And I was like, ooh, he really shooting at you, but you really don't see that he's telling you what the hell you are.
Yeah. The thing is,
I got it. I got him.
These guys are so. Go ahead, TJ.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to jump off HQ. Listen, if you really want to see, I mean, whenever you get time, take your time. There's so much content there. But if you ever want to see the cringe-worthy stuff that he does, HQ, his cringe-worthy stuff was when he did his men's week. When all he did was talk to him. When he talked once a month, he would do nothing but men for a week. That shit was so cringe-worthy. Watching him, there was no grace, no shots pulled. I mean, he told one dude, he goes, what do you expect? He goes, why do you expect some woman to do all this there for you when you fat, got a little dick? She don't even get a good dick. She don't even get a big dick behind all of yours. It was this man.
I gotta find that. I gotta find those. How do I find those?
No, see, the ladies get all bent out of shape about how he talked to them when he was actually handling with kid gloves. It was the men who got mollywopped.
Ooh, I gotta find that because all of the videos got female on there, and it's talking about a female. Where's the men video? Do we have it? Is it addressed like to the men, or
I think his stuff? I think it should say Men's Week or Men's this or he.
Oh,
you can actually go on this channel and search it. On his channel, there's like a search bar. You can search Men's Week or whatever. And his the stuff.
Yeah, he did go in on that. He was almost Jason Black-esque on that part.
With the men, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch it. It was hard to watch.
I'm gonna go check that
out. Now he did get hit. Now what the difference is on that Men's Week, he did get countered over the top into the body a few times too.
Yeah,
because he ran it. A few sharp guys called in. And they was right about some topics. Like I remember he had that interracial dating, interracial marriage show, or one he did a couple times, and he got countered a couple times by that because some guys called in and was like, "I'm in that now," and they was telling the pros and cons. So but overall he did get down, like TJ said, he did get down though.
Okay,
even as a guy his age, when you're going at men, and most of the men that called this show was 30 plus anyway, you're gonna get countered at some point. Because you're dealing with smart guys. Like you're gonna get countered. That's just what is gonna happen.
Okay, I got to find it. I gotta go because I got to do X, Y, and Z.
All right, we love you, HQ.
Thank you. I got this update on the that dude that stabbed the girl on the train.
You should do something on Charlie Kirk. He got killed today.
Yeah, but that's so fresh. We don't have no evidence. They ain't really figured out who did X, Y, and Z. So I want to do that one. I want to do that one like tomorrow, or
I see Jason Black already released a statement. Oh shit, Charlie Kirk. He going in too, man.
Yeah, so I will see y'all. I will see you a little bit later. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, peace, baby.
Thank you. Hopefully everybody hit the like button coming in and out. I gotta go jump and have me a sandwich. Then I gotta jump back on at 10 o'clock because I'm doing the Wise and Wounds channel. I'll be back here at 10 o'clock. I just got to go and do X, Y, and Z, and I'll be back. I'll be back. Please hit the like button. Please.